I recently sailed again for the first time after more than 40 years, and it did not go too well. I've always been fascinated by sailboats and built this square rigger when I was still at school. Later, me and my best school buddy Philip Francis from the September 1978 issue of Practical Woodworking built a better model yacht which even featured an automatic rudder. We had great fun finding and improvising parts and enjoyed sailing it. It was truly the pride of the pond, as the article said. During that time, I bought a half-built Fireball-class dinghy from a colleague, Melville Hawtrey. Incidentally, the man who introduced the Mura-class yacht to South Africa during the first ever Cape to Rio race. But I digress. At that time, the Brandvlei Dam was being expanded, soon to be flooding the old Worcester Yacht Club. To attract new members, the entrance fee was scrubbed, so Philip and I could afford to join, which was where we learned to sail the Fireball. Initially from the old club and later the new site, still very bare here. To further quench our thirst for sailing, we also bought an old sand yacht. Unfortunately, the original sail, made up from an old parachute, soon perished, so we improvised by fitting the Fireball sail to it. We had hours of fun taking it to various beaches back in the day. When I moved to the Sutherland Observatory, the winds there were far too strong for this huge Fireball sail. So I changed to something smaller, actually an old jib, which acted well as a storm sail. The Afrikaans name was very visionary, I suppose, because Donald Trump would only appear on the scene decades later. We had great fun sailing it between the domes of the Sutherland hilltop. I'll add a link to the full video above. Thinking of it, I probably sailed just as much on land than on water, but the two are not the same. The sand yacht is obviously much more stable and not so prone to capsizing. During a recent holiday in Mauritius, the resort offered sailing as an activity, so me and my son decided to give it a go. It's been over 40 years since I last sailed on water, but it was surprising how quickly it came back to me. I obviously had to get used to the dinghy and its controls, but after an initial lull in the wind, we set off moving soon.
Hier is die koraal onder ons.
Ja, nee. En waar is die wind?
Ons sail in Mauritius.
But our joy was short-lived as we capsized soon afterwards, unfortunately not on video.
Okay, ga hier stop. Okay, eerste video post capsize. Kijk of ons een schermskoot kan krijgen daar. Je gaat eens terug.
Gaat ons terug, wat af. En ek het doppe die ding self reg opkom. Self rigting gaan.
O, die mense op daai installasie, hulle doen die waterski.
Ja. So ons mag nie verder is gaan.
En dis waar toe ons op pad is. Yes. As hy capsize nommer 2. Hier lê ons. Daar is die seil. Hy het gelukkig 'n floutie aan, so hy.
O, dis wat dit is.
Ja.
Ek het gewonder of wat.
Hierdie boot is gemaak vir omvang. Ja, sê.
Capsize nommer 2.
Dit is al, nou is ons al tenminste in die Mauritius water ook.
Alright.
Okay.
Luckily, I still remembered how to ride a boat. Throw the main sheet over the hull, bring it round into the wind, step on the centerboard, etc. etc.
Rescue attempt nummer 2. Nou op julle boot.
Die life jacket is op die plek.
Ja.
Right. Nog.
Okay. Nou.
Daar zie je klippen.
The most difficult part was getting back on, since I'm not as young and agile as I used to be.
Zo is het nou. Kom ik staan. Oké,
Ja.
ga nou. Ga nou,
Oké.
ga nou. Kom ik staan, zeg een vlakjes.
Okay. Sorry, dit gaan 'n audio video wees, maar is okay, sê. Dan moet ons weer omdraai.
Ons is weer
Seevaardig.
seevaardig.
Bring dalk net die dinge in 'n bietjie.
Oké, waar is je wind?
Nee. Die wind is nooit daar as jy in die boot is, dis net as jy in die see is.
Ja. Ja, waar is ons? Is ons voorbij ons draaipunt?
Ja.
Nee, daar. Oké.
Gaan ons maar weer tot by die draaipunt en gaan ons terug.
Ik denk ons het nou genoeg bewijs, ons kan niet zijn.
Ons het nou, ja. Kyk, daar kan jy nou mooi sien waar is die rif, waar die brandertjies breek en dan is hier nou so 'n lagoon waar ons seil. Aan die ander kant lê 'n groot boot. Waar ons probeer sy.
I must say, it was nice sailing again after all these years. In my defense, I realized afterwards that the reason for our 2 capsizes was that the wind happened to be swung through 90 degrees, just as we sailed out, which made me feel slightly better.